And first up, we're going to be talking about Bryan Gil. 1908 Feyenoord publications say that Feyenoord have made an official bid for Bryan Gil, and talks are underway with Tottenham over a permanent transfer for the winger. The Football Insider says that Bryan Gil is unhappy with the situation at Tottenham and is keen to leave the club for regular playing time elsewhere. Spurs will listen to offers for the winger in the upcoming transfer window. So, seems like things are moving on the Bryan Gil front.
No surprises. We know that he's surplus to requirements here. He's obviously frustrated because he's not even getting any game time. Even when we had injuries, he wasn't getting any game time. We've dropped our price significantly. I think there is probably a good deal to be had for a team looking to sign him, because if you can get him for 6 million, especially for a team like Feyenoord, I think he could smash out in the Dutch league. So I think it's a good deal for all parties. We need to move on from him. Unfortunately, it hasn't worked out. So I'm not surprised though at the price we're putting him at. There is some interest.
Bit of a sweetener in a deal for Santiago Jimenez.
I would take that.
Why not?
Why not? Why not?
Let's move on and talk about Giovanni Lo Celso. Spanish publication called Fichajes say Atletico Madrid will submit a bid to Tottenham in the region of 20 million euros to sign Giovanni Lo Celso this summer. Diego Simeone is a long-term fan and believes he can land the midfielder this summer as his Spurs contract expires in 2025. We have heard these links, haven't we, crop up over the last couple of years. It's one that makes sense in terms of they really want him, and is he going to get another contract here? I highly doubt it. So this summer is the summer.
Yeah, I think so. And they would you mention 20 million euros? That is probably a decent fee I think it's a good fee for a good player. And obviously he's a player who struggled to stay fit. So you could argue, would they be willing to part with that kind of money for a player who, depending on how many games they're going to get out of him? Obviously Simeone, will, being an Argentinian player himself, will know that kind of market, and he'll know he'll be obviously following him with the national team and stuff like that. So I do think he would suit Atletico Madrid. I do wonder if they sign him, if he would be like more of like how he played for Villarreal, like on the wing a bit rather than the centre, because they do prefer real tough battlers to play in centre midfield. So I wonder if a double deal for Højbjerg could be, and Lo Celso could be in the offing. I wouldn't mind that.
Ship them all out. Yeah, I think if you were to sell Højbjerg and Lo Celso, let's say Lo Celso is 20 million, do you think you're getting the same price for Højbjerg?
Considering he's got 1 year left, probably similar price.
So 40 million in the kitty for two players that are not really, we know that are not going to be around for next season. Not too bad.
It's not too bad. I wouldn't say it's like amazing, but it's decent.
Yeah. Next up, let's talk about Timo Werner. HITC saying Tottenham are hoping to extend the loan of RB Leipzig winger Timo Werner rather than triggering the option to buy clause in the existing deal. First of all, do you see RB Leipzig accepting that? And do you think it's the right move to do?
Yes, I do see RB Leipzig accepting that 100% because they're not using him. They were happy for us to take him on loan into January. So if you're happy for us to take him on loan mid-season, you're probably going to be happy for us to continue that loan deal. Although,
do you not think they would like shop him out a bit and try and get a permanent?
Yeah, I guess depending on how much interest there is in him. If it's similar level to January, then I would expect that they'll probably be happy because they'll probably know that if he continues to impress, then that option to take him would be there. So they'll know they'll be getting some money for him.
Do you not think like that what he's shown in the Spurs shirt so far? Yeah, it's not been a world class level, but it's been a decent level, and he's probably attracted a bit of interest.
Yeah, but he might want to stay here. So if he's got his heart set on staying at Spurs, and we're not 100% convinced to sign him, I think I can understand why Spurs maybe another loan deal, don't want to commit to giving him a 3-year deal on fairly decent wages as well, not whilst we're not 100% sure yet on him. So I can understand Tottenham wanting to extend his loan. I do think Leipzig would accept it, to be honest. I don't think they're that interested in him. I think they're all ready to take a big loss on him, to be honest.
Yeah, look, I understand that, and I think all what you're saying is true, but I just feel like if he is attracting interest and clubs are willing to part with money for a permanent transfer, they'll probably try and push him in that direction as opposed to maybe accepting another loan deal from Tottenham. Depends
what kind of clubs and depends on Werner. I think Werner seems happy at Spurs. He seems to want to stay. So I think in Werner's mind, I think if it's an option of staying at Tottenham on loan, I think depending on what clubs come in for him, but I think that would be a very attractive option for him.
And if it is Werner staying on loan, that gives us more kind of money to play around with to sign a proper out-and-out winger to have as competition with him.
Yeah. Obviously, we're only going to be paying 15 million anyway to sign him permanently, so it's not massive. But I guess you do save a decent amount on the transfer fee, but we might decide to sign him after that as well. depending on how he impresses.
Another winger that Spurs are linked with is Anthony Martial. I mean, have we gone back in time? I don't know what's going on over here, but Tutto Sport is saying that Tottenham are a potential destination for Martial this summer. The forward is not willing to sign a new contract with Man United. Juventus and Spurs are both expected to compete for the free agent. Speaking Levy's language there.
Yeah, well, obviously. I don't think he's a winger. I think he's definitely a striker in this stage of his career. That's where I think he's played most of his appearances for Man United.
I don't think he's anything in the Spurs team.
No, if you're going to be frustrated with Son in the number 9, I don't see how Martial solves that problem for sure. No. I don't think he's got a good attitude. I don't think he's in good form. I do think, obviously, once upon a time there was a good player there who had a lot of good attributes, but he's been off form now for so long. I can't remember the last time he had a good season was probably 5 years ago. To be honest, he probably hasn't had a good season there. I think under Oli, he got 17 goals in a season, which was pretty good. He's been a bit of a disaster. Well, not I'll say a bit. He's been a disaster since signing for Man United for 50 million. 50
million down the drain.
It really was. The Song got it right the first time. He hasn't scored again. That's the reality. He's had a poor season this season. He seems to have lost motivation to really become the best player he can be. Maybe you could say he's been ruined by years of mismanagement at Man United, and that might be the case, but I don't think he's ever going to fulfill his potential. He's probably coming up on 30 now, isn't he? So
I think it's about 28.
28. No, I don't think it's worth
I agree.
our time.
I agree. We need to stay away from these kind of deals 100%. We need to be getting players that are motivated, fit the system, and that are going to work, and that we can see something to go on. With Martial, like you said, the last thing we could see to go on was years ago. So maybe Timo Werner, you would have said maybe the same, but I don't think it's the same level.
I don't think Martial's a winger. He's a striker. And our strikers need to score. I don't see him scoring goals. So, look, Werner, we've said you're a winger, you just create chances, and that's what he's doing. Martial would never be able to do that role. And if he'll bring him in because we think he can score us goals, he'll be a far less effective version of Son, essentially, in that position. That's how I mean,
Richarlison's better than Martial in that position.
Yeah, for sure. So what would he bring? Like, if we're looking for a striker who gives us something different, does he do that even if he's playing well? Does he do that? No. So
all right, we're going to finish off. Yesterday we brought you the leaked home shirt for next season. Now we've got the leaked away and third shirt for next season. The away one is the blue, or like light blue, and the third one is the green one. I guess we'll look at the away one first. If you zoom in on it a little bit, look at that. I actually really like this. The colours on it I really like. It's pretty much the same as the home shirt, just a bit of a blue tint to it, basically.
Yeah, I like the shirt, but I have a bit of PTSD with light blue. I always feel like we play bad when we play in light blue. I don't know why it is. Maybe it's because we play hard away games in that kit. But I always feel like we just don't turn up whenever we play in light blue. So I want a darker blue.
Yeah. And the third shirt is green with a lot of different things. I mean, an upside down Nike tick. The old Spurs badge from like the 90s in like a more modernised version. I like that. I mean, I don't know about the Nike tick upside down. I like that kit. I do like it, but it's just strange that the 3 kits that we have are all like kind of light. There's no kind of dark kit.
Yeah, someone sent a tweet saying there is a dark kit, so I don't know where they got that from. But if we're going on this, then it does seem odd because what if you're playing against a light team, who are away from home? So what kit are we going to wear? It's very, very strange. Is there going to be kit clashes? I thought there was a bit of a clash when we played Newcastle, to be honest. I didn't think that was quite...
there was.
Yeah, I don't think that was quite apparent. Easy to see, I would say. So, I don't know. I hope there is a dark kit somewhere in there.
The green kits... we had a green kit under Jose, didn't we? Which I really liked. With a green kit, obviously...
That was dark green.
Yeah, dark green. And obviously a dark green one in the Champions League. I think this is the lightest green shirt that we've had. I really like it.
Lime
I like
green,
the green.
do you call it?
Lime green, yeah.
Lime green. It's nice. I got no problem with it, but I would like a dark shirt somewhere.
Let us know your thoughts of the new kits in the comment section below. But that is your Tottenham update for today.